And because we did Paint Your Wagon, met a lot of awful interesting people. One of the extras on the set, a guy named Heber, he was talking about this new way of thinking about life, and he had this book about how we all came from outer space. A book written by L. Ron Hubbard. Yeah. And I thought this guy was wacky then, and 5 years later he was the president of Scientology Church.
Yeah.
Heber Gents, you can look him up. And I was kind of glad I didn't know him after Paint Your Wagon, though. After Paint Your Wagon, Jeff Hannock wanted to break up the band, so he did. We shut it down. Les Thompson was the guy that wore the Mountie suit, some of you might remember. And the funny thing about that last meeting is we're sitting around my brother's office on Sunset Boulevard, and everybody's talking about what they're going to do now that we had a good run. We were together 4.5 years. We got in the big movie. We got in the lousy movie. We did another movie called For Singles Only. Absolutely horrible beach party movie.
I want to see it.
I didn't let my mother see it. I said, no, I'm not taking you to see it. And we'd had 4 albums, and Les, at this meeting when we're all breaking up, at the end of it, sweet Les, said, let me ask one question. Does this mean we're not going to practice anymore? Everybody, Les, it's over. 6 months later, Jeff and I were at Golden Bear in Huntington Beach watching a group called Pogo. Pogo hadn't been ordered to change their name yet by Walter Lantz, who had the Pogo cartoon series, but then they changed it when he sued them to Poco. And Jeff and I are watching this band, and we looked at each other and said, let's get the Dirt Band back together. So we went and found Jimmy Fadden at the clothing store. The only other job he's ever had besides Nitty Gritty Dirt Band was working in a clothing store next to the Troubadour in LA. I guess he wanted to stay close to the music business. Les Thompson was ready to go, and we went and found Jimmy Ibbotson. And we rehearsed for 4 months working on the Uncle Charlie album. And Jeff brought in a demo that kind of sounded like this that we changed a bit. This is the way the demo sounded. A new song to learn. Bojangles, and he danced for you in worn out shoe, silver head and ragged shirt and baggy pants. He did the old soft shoe, that's what he did. He talked of his life, Yeah, that was long words. Well, I met him in a cell in New Orleans.
shows and county fairs throughout the South. Spoke through tears of 15 years how his dog and he had traveled about. Dog up and died, he up and died. And after 20 years he still agreed. He said I dance now at every chance in honky-tonks for drinks and tips. Most of my time I spend behind these county bars, 'cause I drinks a bit. Shook his head, and as he shook his head, I heard someone ask, please, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles.
Now, it was a great song, but would you like to know how that became a hit? It was a long-time hit. See, back in those days, you had to have people call in and request a record. They had to buy it, and it'd go up the chart based upon things like that. Well, Bojangles was out for maybe 15, 16 weeks. And it made it to number 15. And the record company said, well, it's over, boys. The next week it went to 14. And we said, it's not over. Well, the next week it went to like 17. And we kind of agreed, well, maybe it's over, because it's been on there a long time. But the next week, for some reason, it jumped up to 13. And they told us it's not going to make it to the top 10. Because, well, although it went up again, ABC in New York isn't playing it. And if ABC doesn't play it, Boston won't play it on BCN. Quixie in Atlanta won't play it. LS in Chicago. ABC's not playing it. They're not going to. Well, is there any way we can get them to play it? They said, well, there's one thing you can do. You could play a Catholic girls' school in Manhattan. A Manhattan Catholic girls' school. What's that going to do? They said, well, the man that programs ABC in New York, his daughter goes to that school. We'll do it! Because you've never heard anyone say, yeah, we've got a top 13 record. So there we were on a Friday morning, like 11 in the morning, getting ready to play a junior high Catholic girls' school in Manhattan. Nothing against Catholics, girls' schools, or definitely Manhattan, but the sister walks in and says, do you boys need anything? I said, no, sister, I'm just curious, so who else has played your lunchtime program for the girls? We were playing at a lunch. Junior high girls. Well, we've been very fortunate this year. We've had the Jackson 5. They're really good. And Mr. Paul Simon, he sings nice. Oh, early in the year, John Lennon, what a nice boy. Okay. Do you need anything, boys? No, we're getting ready for a really important show. So we played the show, and the next Monday, ABC in New York said, here's a new record by a new group, Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. A new band, Bojangles, and all those other stations played it, and it made it to number 9, top 10. It was on the charts for a total of 36 weeks. Thank you.